Yes. What's going on, guys and girls? Today, we're going to go over why I decided to quit my job to day trade full time at home. So let's go. Now, if you are not new to my channel, then you know that I trade full time, okay? So I didn't quit my job recently. This was years ago when I decided to quit my job to day trade. So I decided to make a video to explain my process, why I quit my job and how I went about it. And also I want to, give you some pointers and tell you things about what you should do and what you should not do when it comes to quitting your job if you want to day trade or do anything else, right? So why did I quit my job? Well, we have to first start with, when I graduated high school, right, I was working. And at the time, I thought I was going to work, until I was 65 years old and retire, okay? I had no plans at all. I didn't want to become an entrepreneur. And, while I was working, honestly, I wasn't really happy at my jobs. I didn't know why at the time, but I'm going to tell you why later. But I didn't really know why I was really not, wasn't happy at all. And, I was always getting fired, or I was always getting laid off, or I was always quitting my job because I didn't really have that motivation to really keep going. I was like, okay, I'm going to this job, but I wasn't really like a good employee. I was okay. I wasn't like a problem, but I wasn't like giving my all. Honestly, I thought, I was going to do that for the rest of my life. And then one day, my brothers actually decided to open up a car shop, a high performance shop, okay, where they work on cars. And I was working with them for a while. And from there, I really enjoyed working, for myself, even though I wasn't like the main person running the business, but it still felt like I was working for myself and I didn't have like a boss down my throat saying do this and do that, okay? And I really enjoyed that. So my brother's shop at the time, business was slow, so I decided to get a job, right? And I was working at Honda, the dealership, and I was working there, but I didn't really like it. I knew for a fact that I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to be an entrepreneur because, I experienced, working for myself, and I really loved that. So it was hard for me to go to a job every single day, knowing that I actually wanted to be an entrepreneur and knowing that there are so many opportunities out here when it comes to, making a lot of money working for yourself. So I don't know if you guys experienced this before. I'm quite sure some of you guys experienced this before, especially when it comes to day trading. I remember when I first, got introduced with day trading, I saw the type of money you can make. It was very hard for me to go to work every single day and, just work for somebody knowing that I can actually make $2,000 in 30 minutes or so, right? And at my old job, I probably had to work 1 month, right? If I was getting paid $500 a week, so I had to pretty much work 1 month to make what I just made in 30 minutes. So mentally, it's very hard to go to a job every single day, dealing with the job and dealing with your boss. I don't know about your guys' experience, but me, it felt like I was just a number, okay? It felt like they could replace me at any time, and it is what it is. So I felt that when it comes to like people running different businesses, like you have managers, right, that will just overdo it, right? They will talk down on you, tell you, do this and do that with a bad attitude. And it's like, man, it's like you need a job. So it's like, you don't want to talk back to them. But it's so annoying sometimes because you have to deal with that every single day. And it was very hard for me to do that, knowing that I could make a lot of money by myself. So that was another reason why I really wanted to quit my job, because I hate, people telling me what to do. And also there was a lot of opportunities out here to make a lot of money, right? So I remember one day I was talking to one of my coworkers and I was like, yo, man, this is a part-time job for me. I ain't worried about this job, right? And he was confused. He's like, part-time job? Like, what do you mean? This is a full-time job. Because at the time, yes, I was working full-time at Honda as a mechanic, right? A technician, that's what they call it. And he was confused, like, what are you talking about? Part-time job. The reason why I said that, okay, was because I had to trick my brain. I had to trick my mind to believe that this was a part-time gig for me, right? This was a temporary job, and my real job was being an entrepreneur, being my own boss. So I had to trick my brain so I can get through every single day. Because, if you go to work every single day being depressed, it's very hard to go to work, right? So I had to trick my brain, like, you know what, don't worry about this, don't sweat this, this is part-time. So that got me through a lot. So that job, I actually got laid off, okay? So I'm like, oh man, I got laid off. I didn't know what to do. So after that, I was like, you know what, I'm tired of this, man. I don't want to really work at a job. So I started to apply for low-paying jobs. The reason why is because I didn't really want to work at another dealership, working on my hands. Also, I didn't really have a degree to get a decent paying job. Only thing I had was the automotive background. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna save up some money, get a low paying job, because I had a plan. I was like, okay, I'm good with cars, so what I'm gonna probably do, just flip some cars on the side and, generate some money like that. So I remember getting a low paying job, this valet job I was at, right? And the boss told me, hey man, I want you to clean this bathroom, mop the floor. I'm like, what? And I'm like, I was so mad because my job is to get the cars from the customers, park, and that's pretty much it. Wait for more customers to come in and park some more cars. Why I gotta sweep the floor for? Why I have to clean the bathroom? I got so mad. I talked to the manager. I was like, listen, that's not my job description. I don't want to clean no bathrooms, blah, blah, blah. So he was like, okay, listen, that is your job description. So I didn't really want to argue with him. I was like, whatever. So honestly, I didn't really clean the bathrooms that much. I cleaned them maybe for a day or two, and then had another guy to clean the bathroom. But while I was sweeping the floor and mopping the floors, right, I was thinking to myself, like, man, I can't do this, man. I can't do this for the rest of my life. I really got to step up my game. And then I said, you know what, enough is enough. I saved up enough money. I started buying and flipping cars, right, and then I ran into a guy that was into penny stocks, okay? So that's where I really got into the day trading world, okay? At the time, he was basically just, invested in penny stocks, but I started to learn, day trading, whatever the case is. So long story short, I lost all my money. I had to go back to, get a low-paying job to save up some more money. This job is similar to like Uber. It's a car service job where you pick up people, you drop them to the airport, and you drop them to wherever they want to go, whatever the case is. Now, this job was horrible because, I had to wake up 3:30 in the morning, a.m. in the morning, to get to my job. So I had to take 2 trains and 1 bus. It took me like around 2 hours to get to my job. So I had to wake up 3:30, take 2 trains, 1 bus to get to my job at 6 o'clock, right? And that job, it was a 12-hour shift. So I got off at 6 o'clock. Around that time, you're talking about rush hour. So honestly, it took me at least 2 hours and a half sometimes to get home. So sometimes I'll get home at 9:30. So we're talking about, I'm out. If you do the math, 3:30 a.m. in the morning and 9:30 p.m. at night, okay? If you do the math, I'm outside. I'm outside for 18 hours. 18 hours. And sometimes I was doing that for 7 days a week. That's no way to live, okay? So I got tired of that. I said, I can't do this no more, okay? So I said, you know what? Let me get another low-paying job. So after that job, I got another job. It was another driving job, okay? But I had to transport like older people to the hospital, whatever the case is. And I got that job, and guess what? I said, you know what, man, I'm tired of working 9 to 5s. I'm tired of doing these low-paying jobs. I'm gonna quit, right? And I'm a day trade full time. Meanwhile, guys, let you know, I wasn't really making money from day trading. I just felt like, what, I can do it. Let me just quit this job, boom. And I quit my job. So I quit my job, and guess what? It didn't work out. So I had to go back to get another low-paying job. So I switched to Uber. And the good thing about Uber, I was making my own hours, right? So I was day trading during the day, and in the afternoon, I will drive for Uber and come home maybe around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So I was doing that for a while, and then I said, you know what? I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit Uber. I'm done. I'm done driving. So I went back, tried to day trade full time again. Guess what? I blew my account, lost all my money, and I had to get a job. Okay, so I got tired. I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to look for a good paying job, save up enough money, and then start day trading. So I actually went to a job interview, right? This is my last job interview I went to, and basically it was a group interview where it was a group of us, and honestly it was me and another guy that was qualified for that job. And I saw a lot of people come in with t-shirts, shorts. It was me and another guy that had dressed up. So I thought, okay, I got this job, man. Everybody slacking off, I'm qualified, I have a suit, and next thing you know, I didn't get the job. So I was pissed off. So it is what it is, because I was talking to my mother the other day. I said, you know what, Mom? God had different plans for me, okay? Imagine if I got that job, I'll probably still be at the job trying to save up some money. But God had better plans for me, okay? So I was mad about that because I didn't get hired. So I said, you know what? Let me go back to Uber. So I started to drive for Uber again, and things started to work out for me. I started to make more than, I was making at Uber. So I was like, you know what? It doesn't make any sense for me to continue to drive. Now let me just go full time, day trade from home. So I'm here to tell you guys that it's possible, okay? It's possible to basically quit your job and make money on your own. But I'm here to tell you, don't force it. Me personally, I forced it. I tried to quit twice. For some reason, I think it's more than twice, but I quit my job and I was trying to force it. So I'm here to tell you guys, don't force it. Trust me, you will know when it's time to quit your job. What kept me going, honestly, was, the fear of working for, 30 to 40 years until I'm 65 years old, and then retiring when my knees is hurting, my back is hurting, and my hips is hurting, right? So that fear was honestly was the thing that pushed me and it motivated me, and I kept going on and on and on. Okay, so find out that why, that reason that's going to help you, continue to go, because you will have haters. You're going to have family members telling you, hey man, you're wasting your time. You're going to have friends telling you that you're wasting your time, but you have to keep going. And also, if you want to quit your job, honestly, you have to be consistent with trading first. That's number one, right? And number two, you should at least have some money saved up on the side, just in case anything happened. Now, don't force it like me, okay? I was just, I was hungry, and I just like, I'm tired of working for these people. Let me just quit my job. But at the same time, some of those years I was living with my parent, so that gave me something to fall back on if things didn't work out. So you have to look at the worst case scenario. If you decide to quit your job and trade full time, and let's say that things don't work out, can you find another job right away? And that's what I was thinking when I was quitting my job, because I knew for a fact that I was able to get those low-paying jobs like this. It was easy for me. But overall, everyone's situation is different. You have to know how much you need to live, and how much money you need to pay your bills or whatever the case is. So you need to know that, okay, ahead of time. So you need to know how much you need to make and so on. So that's about it, guys and girls. If you are in the process of trying to quit your job, don't force it. Don't worry. If you're grinding hard enough and you're learning from your mistakes, eventually you will get to that place where you say, you know what, I'm done. I'm making more money on the side. Let me just quit my job. You will get to that place, but don't force it, guys, right? So that's all I have for you guys and girls. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also join my free Telegram group where I post motivational videos and exclusive discounts for my trading program. And if you don't have my trading program by now, make sure you pick that up in the description, because it can take your trading to the next level. If you have any questions, comment below, because I try to answer all your guys' questions. Thanks a lot for your time, and please have a great day.